be organised, keep on track, don't let things fall behind, and to ask for help when you need it.
Definitely approach uni like it's a full-time job. You might be here anywhere between 20 to 40 hours a week, so definitely it needs to be treated like a job and given that time. That's not just at uni but also at home doing studies. It's got to carry across.
You kind of just have to set aside time where you do have to work and just see your friends and that sort of stuff, but you do have to set aside time to actually study as well.
I think to balance this whole studies and outside of school life, it's you just got to plan your time well. It's really good to have a planner or calendar with you where you set out all the important dates like assignments.
I find that keeping organised really helps, so planning out when all my assignments are due and sort of making a rubric for that and then planning my life around that works out really well. And I also find that if I sort of do a plan for the day and have, you know, study in the morning and then play in the afternoon, that really sort of keeps me focused.
So probably on average you probably have one group assignment per topic, or if you do a science-based topic like chemistry or biology, you'd have a pracs every fortnight or weekly, which involves being a partner.
From my perspective, I'm a mature age student, but I'm also a mum. I've got 3 kids and I'm working with girls that are 20 years younger than me, and their focus is different. You know, they've got other things on their mind, and my time is limited, my time's precious. So when we've got deadlines to get things done, I need to do it then and there.
I think it's really important to save a bit of time for your family. So if you can plan a bit of time amongst your schedule, plan your study time, work out which time of day is best for you to study the best, you know, so whether it's morning or when the children have gone to bed, whatever works for you, but then to almost plan a timetable around those times, leaving definite time for family so that everybody is involved, because it impacts so much on your family.
Working as a uni student is pretty important because you need a bit of income to be able to support yourself, whether or not you're living out of home or with your parents.
I work part-time whilst I study, and I also try and keep up my social life and other activities, so sometimes that can be quite challenging to juggle everything. I guess what you've really got to do is get good at your time management skills, so you always plan ahead, always know when your assignments are due, always know when you've got big events coming up, so that you can schedule in everything and make sure you still can participate in your life.
So when I started university, I sat down with my boss and we just looked at my uni timetable and we pretty much worked hours around that. So I do 1 day a week, which is the one day I don't have any classes on at university, and that's how I manage work, and then I just put my social life and everything else around that.
I've found that it's a kind of a push and pull thing. I've always prioritised study above everything else, and it really depends on the demands of study at the time. So if I have more assignments and exams coming up, I would take less shifts at work, won't go out and socialise as much. But if my workload is decreased at uni, so I've just got a few classes for the week, I'll probably pick up a few more shifts and I'll spend some more time seeing people outside of uni, and I think it's really important to have that balance.
I work 2 days a week. It can be hard to fit it all in, but I think you just have to be organised. You never know when you're going to get called in for a birth or when someone might go into early labour, so you have to be really on top of things, and because you might not have that last minute to do your assignment.
When I made the decision, I knew that I wouldn't be able to work very much, and so financially that was going to be difficult, but I was prepared to do that to get this degree.
So at the moment I'm currently working part-time. I'm also working as an ambulance officer for the volunteer regional response team for SA Ambulance. So I've got a lot on my plate in addition to my third year studies. Balancing work, like my work and my personal life, is a challenge. I think you just make a compromise when you're so passionate about something.